and welcome to Eikaiwa. Today we are doing lesson 19 in preparation for next Wednesday. Lesson 19's title or topic is Colors and Shapes. For this theme this week, made me think about art class and my art teacher telling us about the different shapes when we're drawing and having us do a color wheel. What colors, when mixed, can make each of the other colors. The reading for this week, though, was a story about a child and his toys. And we all know that shapes and colors surround us. And so a story about his toy has all the shapes and colors that can describe it. So let's go through the reading. If you bring up your printout, you can read along with me as I read it. I had two favorite toys as a kid, a doll and a race car. When I played with my sisters, we would play dolls. My favorite doll had long black hair and a white oval face. She wore a light brown dress with a red and blue belt. We liked to dress up dolls in colorful outfits. But when I played with my little brothers, we would always play cars. They had a small collection of race cars and a racetrack shaped like a figure 8. My race car was a sparkly purple color with orange lightning bolts on the sides. My youngest brother's favorite car was green and had spikes coming up out of the wheels. He would race our cars around the track and see whose was the fastest. We only played with the cool-looking cars, the ones with the fun colors and patterns on them. Those were always our favorite. We used the dull-looking cars crashing into things. Now that I think about it, all of my favorite toys had interesting colors on them. And so the questions are also about toys. The first one is, what was your favorite toy as a child? What did it look like? Why was it your favorite? The second bullet, the second question here, why is color and shape important? What if the world had no color? What would that be like? And so, while you're thinking about those questions or going through those questions, maybe some of this week's vocabulary could help answer. So this is the vocabulary for the intermediate. How do you say that in Japanese? Middle class, the intermediate. Chukan no. They all have the kanji next to them. Black,
黒
blue,
青
brown,
茶色
circle,
円丸
dark,
暗い
gray,
灰色
green,
緑
light,
明るい
orange,
オレンジ
pink,
ピンク
purple,
紫
red,
赤
square,
四角
triangle,
三角
rectangle,
長方形
white,
白
yellow.
黄色
And each of these shapes can also be used sometimes as symbols. The triangle, upside down here in Japan, the triangle is used as a stop sign. Next to it is an octagon. I know my drawing isn't superb, but that is what is used as a stop sign in the United States. So, for this week's fun little story time, I brought a book about a poor Huaiso animal that didn't know what color he was supposed to be, or have his own color. It's by Leo Leoni. Sounds Italian name, Leoni. A Color of His Own is the title. Parrots are green. Goldfish are red. Elephants are gray. Pigs are pink. All animals have a color of their own. Except for chameleons. They change color wherever they go. On lemons, they are yellow. In the heather, they are purple. And on the tiger, they are striped like tigers. One day, a chameleon was sitting on a tiger's tail, said to himself, "If I remain on a leaf, I shall be green forever, and so I too will have a color of my own." With this thought, he cheerfully climbed onto the greenest leaf. But in autumn, the leaf turned yellow, and so did the chameleon. Later, the leaf turned red, and the chameleon too turned red. And then the winter winds blew the leaf from the branch, and with it, the chameleon. The chameleon was black in the long winter night. But when spring came, he walked out into the green grass, and there he met another chameleon. He told his sad story. "Won't we ever have a color of our own?" he asked. "I'm afraid not," said the other chameleon, who was older and wiser. But he added, "Why don't we stay together? We will still change color wherever we go, but you and I will always be alike." And so they remained side by side. They were green together, and purple, and yellow, and red with white polka dots, and they lived happily ever after. The chameleon. People say chameleon can take on the hue of whatever he happens to be on. It's true, within reason, of course. If you put him on plaid or polka dots, he really gets mad. Difficult to change shape and pattern. Well, thank you very much, and I hope that you can make it to Eikaiwa.